It is very good to have you here in the program.
Oh, really, Renato? And why is that?
I don't know if people who listen to the program, they notice when you're not here. I believe many do, as obviously I do, when you're not here. But taking the opportunity of this moment, I would like to speak about companionship. So as a husband and wife, as a couple, we should enjoy and take advantage of companionship in a relationship. We could define companionship as the word suggests, the act of being together with your partner. And this is one of the main reasons that we join in a relationship, to have somebody next to us that shares our good and bad moments, and we know we're not alone, but together, for whatever it comes along the way. But unfortunately, this has not been the reality of many couples. Couples have become very individualists. Are two people sharing names, maybe the same house, but that's all.
And you see that companionship, it is seen at the beginning, on the dating period, and also at the beginning of the marriage. But with time, each one will start to live their own lives, doing whatever they want. So companionship, it goes away. So when you arrive at home, tired, and the other person, your husband, your wife, is there in their world, over the phone, on the computer, speaking with someone on a chat. So the person forgets that one of the greatest characteristics in a marriage is companionship. And they want the other to understand. I'm tired. I want to play video games. I want to dress. I want to watch TV. But they don't see that they are taking out of their relationship something really important. You cannot have a marriage without companionship. Because of that, people start to have other problems. They start to complain about lack of attention and other things. But the main thing is the lack of you thinking, I just got home and I'll need to put into practice my companionship. I was working, I was studying the whole day, I was away. So now that I am home, these few moments that you have, you find something else to do, something that takes you away from the relationship.
Yeah, it steals the couple's time, and this must be intentional. For you to cultivate companionship must be something intentional. It won't simply happen, because in the daily life, everything competes with our time. See how many things and people compete for your time. You have not only your husband and wife, but you have, if you have children, the dog, the mobile phone.
Actually, cell phones, they are at the top of the list.
Yes, television, friends, neighbor, boss. There are so many things competing for one portion of your time, maybe a great portion of your time. And if you allow it, indeed, your partner starts getting into third, fifth, last place in your life. And this can happen in one day and have no effect. No adverse result. But once that happens daily, for various days, the partner starts to feel excluded, like a zero. So obviously, the problems start coming up. Because if they don't have your attention, either they will be demanding attention that warns us out, which won't happen for long, or this partner will look for something else too, will turn their attention to other things and other people, and then the crisis is installed, a serious problem in the relationship.
Another way that they stop being a companion is when the problems happen. So the couple is going through a problem in their finances. One of them loses the job. So there and then begins the end of a companionship. Before this problem, they were together, but something happened and then they go back to the in-laws' house and the companionship is not there anymore. You see just one criticizing the other, trying to find a mistake, what happened, so they don't have companionship anymore. We are together, we are going to overcome this together. I am with you, don't be worried, everything will be fine, but the problems brings to the light the lack of companionship, because it's easy for you to be a companion when everything is going fine, when everything is going well, but when things go sideways, no one wants to be a companion. They just want to accuse.
I was talking to a wife who was divorced from her husband. And what happened? They were dating for 4 years, and then she got pregnant. And after she got pregnant, they went to live together, as you know. Now the young man feels like he has to assume the child. And as it was not something planned, and there are two problems with this. When the couple come to live together without any planning, just because it's convenient or a pregnancy happened. So the young man going to live with her had no plan to leave the singlehood lifestyle behind. So someone who liked to go to the pubs, football, go out with friends, he went to live with her and remained living that life that she lived with him when they were just dating. She shared that with him. She would go with him to those activities. Now that she's pregnant and after the baby is born, she couldn't. But he remained living that life. So it didn't dawn on him that now he was a committed man with a woman. Even though he was not married, this is a topic that we can speak on another day. But as they were living as husband and wife, it didn't dawn on him that he needed to partake in his wife's and child's lives. The wife and the child were no longer in a position to follow him to the football, the drinking, the clubbing. That time of his life was ended. Now they needed to learn to be best friends. And because many couples never learned to be best friends, they just learn to enjoy other people and places.
And the body of one another.
And the body. And when they are alone in a situation like that, they don't know what to do, because they've never developed a true relationship and companionship. The result was, it didn't work. They were separated when we spoke, and he was firm in his stance. You took my liberty away, you changed. He didn't understand that the circumstances changed, and that led her to change. Now, they had a child, 1 year old.
That it is a consequence of you having sex before marriage. You can get pregnant before you being ready for that.
So this mess starts to happen in people's lives. But here's the reflection for you who are married, single, and you're going to get married someday. You who are in a relationship with someone, sharing your life with someone, but you're not being a companion for that person. You have been living an independent life, separate life, and you are only sharing a few things in life, and later you complain why the relationship has become boring, worn out, and the other is complaining. Who knows? Maybe this has to do with the lack of companionship between the both of you.